Welcome everybody. Saturday morning, regular 9:30 Zoom. So happy to have students show up live for me because you know what? Even though you're in a different location, I sense you completely. I know that you're with me and I feel your spirit and it fuels me. So I appreciate that you're here. We have Victoria, we have Julie, we have Priscilla, and we have Savannah, and Rob's showing up in a few minutes. He just texted me. So yes. And then I record this for anybody who wants to watch the replay. So let me know if you watch the replay. Because time is not an essence of the it's like, even though you watch the replay, I sense you, I feel you too. So let's all take deep breaths together. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Feeling the container right from the base, right from the belly to the middle to the upper. Chin is slightly dropped, shoulders are down the back. Exhale, empty the container. Upper chest, middle, lower belly. And just continue like that. You can either keep your eyes closed or slightly half moon open, gazing in front of you. And if there's a sense of movement, a rippling of inhale as your heart moves forward, exhale, moving back. Starting to get into the neck and shoulders as you lift the chin and drop the chin. A few more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift forward. You can start exaggerating that spinal column flexion back. On the exhale, inhale forward. Exhale back. Nice. And come back to that neutral place with the spine, lifting the arms up. Inhale. Inside out with the palms straight up. Put the head through. Drop the chin. Keep the ribs in. And then hands behind your head. See if you can bring your hands behind your head by pushing your elbows back, interlacing and cupping the back of the neck. Chin lifts, elbows pull back. Oh yeah. Nice. At your own rhythm, pulsing down with the elbows and the chin. Inhale as you lift back up to open up the heart. Just back and forth. Possibly rocking side to side on the downswing. Woo! Yawn. If the yawns come, let those yawns come in. And then expand the jaw. Couple more. Lift. And drop. Last one. Great. Come back up neutral. Left hand reaches towards the mat. Right hand outside edge of the left side of the head, and let your ear drop to the right. Stay tall through the upper body. So we're just opening the side of the neck. That's it. Yep. Not a lot of pressure, just that natural heaviness of the hand on the top side of the head. Good. Inhale, come up, switch. Left hand, side of the neck. When you surrender into these openings, different pathways start clearing. So just now I got this great clearing in the ear. Maybe you notice the same. Just letting it go, letting it be heavy. Inhale. Exhale. Wow. Release the hand. Gently bring both hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Fists can go into the low back. Push the elbows towards each other. Drop the shoulders down the back. Chin on the chest. Inhale. Drop the fists down towards the earth. Good. And then lift them up. Nice. And then rocking the fist to the right. Drop the head to the left. Come back to center. Other side. And then just back and forth, your own timing. Feel it in the side of the neck. Feel it in the shoulders. Pushing the fists away from you and up. Breathing. Awesome. All right, head comes up, arms come up. Actually take the block or the blanket out. Use your hands in front of you for support. Stretch out the low back. Walk the hands to one side. Side body. Shake out the head. Come back to center. Other side. Oh yeah. Reach through that opposite arm. Ah, there you go. Hopefully you're getting all these adjustments as I am. I just felt my whole spinal column readjust. Come back to center. And then release the hands back towards your feet. And we'll come to tabletop. So pull the knees in and find your tabletop. Shake it out. So many options here. What do you feel like doing? Do you want to go up and down in your cat-cow? Do you want to circle your torso and your hips around? Or you could even go into this barrel roll. So close your eyes and connect to what your body wants. For me, this moment I've chosen the barrel roll. Just off to the side, up and down. Oh yeah. With breath. Couple sighs. If you did the barrel roll or the circle, make sure you go the other direction. Long 4-count breaths in through the nose. Out through the nose. Really feel your body get into it. Last breath. Neutral spine. Widen the knees. I have them as wide as the mat. It really feels good to let the knees go wide and the toes together so that you have this perfect V to let the torso come through your inner thighs for your child's pose. Letting all of that letting the bones sort of go jello-like. You just surrender and soften, letting that low back open up. Back takes some breath right to the low back. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Wide open mouth. Exhale. Great. towards the front of the mat. Bend the elbows so that the elbows are on the mat. Palms are straight up. Tap the elbows forward. Great shoulder stretch. Getting our shoulders ready for our down dog, which will be next. And let your head drop. Mid-back. You can feel the mid-back sort of sinking down towards the mat. Forehead on the mat. Awesome. Gently release the arms. Use your elbows for support. Come back into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Oh, maybe pound out the feet a little bit. That feels good. Nice. So support for this version of a plank. This is so cool. I did this in my bar class, and I just want to share with you. It's a quick way to heat up before our down dog. So tuck the toes under. Make sure the hands are spread, fingers are spread wide. Your bones are, like sinking into the mat. Hover the knees slightly. This is plank. Shoot the hips back, heart forward. Push into the hands a little bit more and spread out the scapula on the back. All right? Take a breath and then swivel to the right or to the left. Doesn't matter. Go either way, but because you're going back and forth. Keep it low. And stop when you need to, but it's just this core twist. Knees hover, knees turn, hips drop. In central column. When you finish, just go into your down dog or child's pose. I'm then almost done. Last set. I love it. And then down dog. First time here, pumping heels, calves, walking the dog. Whenever you need a rest, please do. Child's pose, cat-cow even is a great recovery. Shake out the head. Make sure that neck is relaxed. Shoulders are spread. Back to center, just 2 breaths, nice and quiet. Awesome. And then just tippy toe or baby steps to the front. And walk right to the front of the mat. Let the head hang, tippy toes if you can. And if you can't reach the floor, and you need the floor to be a little higher, you just bring your block heels high. Tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy. You feel it in your belly? Drop the heels, hands to the shins. Walk your hands in interoception on your legs all the way up. Nice! We made it to standing. So cool. Can't see everybody, so that's okay. There, hi Rob. You made it, good. All right, so shake it out. Eagle arms in just a sec, but give yourself a little bounce, a little wiggle, little lift, and then eagle arms. Right arm underneath the left. Right arm underneath the left, a little wide with the feet. Lift those elbows high, and then drop the elbows low and swing them around. Elephant's trunk. You can feel it in the hamstrings. Love how yoga helps the clearing of the sinuses. Roll back up. One more like that. Bounce, lift, pull it up. Exhale, swing it low. Good. Release the arms on the low end. If you need to, yes, bring the feet about hip width apart, heel toe. If you need a block underneath one of your hands, left hand stays down, right arm comes up. Little twisting. That's it. Good. You can also take the right hand behind your back and reach for that inner groin on that left leg as you turn. Not the feet. Good. Release that top hand and switch. Other side. Slightly bending that opposite knee helps. If you brought the hand around your back, bring the hand around the back. Reaching for the inner groin on that right leg. Even out the feet. Keep turning the low belly. Also another trick to open up the neck. Drop your chin towards the earth and feel the left side of the neck stretch. Gently release that top arm. Bring it down. Hands to your waist. Take a breath. Sink into the feet. Exhale, come all the way up. See if you can push into the ground and come up. Good. Excellent. Give it a little bounce. Wiggle. And we'll have eagle arms. Wider feet. Eagle arms on that left arm underneath. Good. Wrap it up. If it doesn't come all the way together with the hands, just reach for the shoulders. Bring that up. The whole arm connection upward on an inhale and down on an exhale. Elephant's trunk on the low end. Side to side. Can even pulse the knees. Good. Back to center. When you're swinging that trunk, really focus on that center place before you come up. You're pressing evenly into the feet, lighting up the legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll yourself back up. You want to protect your back by using the bent legs all the way. Should we do it one more time? One more time. Lift it up. And exhale, surrender, and let it drop. Exhale. Oh, so good. Hamstrings, low back. Excellent. Release the arms. Make sure you're at the front of the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. We're going to do that a couple times. And if you're fortunate to have two blocks, you could actually use them for your halfway lift, which is nice because you'll notice that the higher you go, the more engagement you have through your central column. So even as flexible as I am, this version helps me light up the legs a little bit more. Good. Come back in, forehead towards the shins. And pulse that just 2 more times, your own rhythm. Inhale, lifting out. I even like the palms pressing into the block. That feels good too. Instead of fingertips, exhale. Last one. Halfway lift. Reaching out. Back in. Wow. Nice. We're so ready to move through flow. Step back. High plank. Low push-up. Halfway. You could do your half plank instead of full push-up. And it's our first one, so why not come back, and if you already went to your up dog, come back and do a couple more rounds of push-ups. I'm going to stay on my knees just because it's easier. So the trick when you're on your knees is just to make sure that you're not sagging your hips low. You want to keep it just like a board. And we'll do 5. Exhale. Almost down. In fact, you can even measure. You don't want to go lower than that block. You want to just go to the block and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. That was so easy. I've been practicing my push-ups. Let's do another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Then I want to remove that block and come right to the belly. Yay! Little rocking side to side with the feet, bending the knees, windshield wipers. So good. And now find your up dog or your low cobra. It can stay low. You don't need to come up. If this feels like the perfect place for you to be with your halfway lift through that back bend, stay there for a few breaths. Or you can move it, your hips through, your chest through, your heart opens, and you're in your full up dog. Good. I'm just playing with the rotation of the hips, looking over one shoulder, back to center, looking over the other shoulder, back to center, and then through tabletop to down dog. Great. Bring the toes together, one-legged down dog, right leg high, and hold. So you feel the kneecap active on that left leg, standing leg. Engage the hip socket on the upper leg, pulling it in towards you. Either point or flex the foot, even out the upper body. Hold for another 2 breaths. Good. Drop that right toe down. Left side comes up. Same thing. Slide it all the way up. Last breath. Beautiful. Kick that left leg a little higher just for momentum and bring it forward, right in between the hands. And then step up. Oh, I'm sorry, this was left leg. And then step the right leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Hands on the waist. Inhale, push into the ground. Come all the way up. Exhale at the top. Beautiful. And then let's put that all together in a nice flow again. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or jump. Line 2, stepping back, high plank to chaturanga, yoga push-ups. You can use your knees or not. Exhale. Inhale to low cobra or full up dog. Always ways to modify your practice for you. Exhale on the way back. Nice. Toes together. This time a set of tiger curls, getting our body warm. And if you feel like you need to come to your knees to do your tiger curls, then just do that. Right side first. Inhale, right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Kick it back up. Knee to nose. Inhale, high kick. Exhale, left elbow. One more set. Same thing. Opposite elbow. Coming back up. Drop that right toe. Same thing. Left side. Inhale. Left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Right elbow. One more set. Know that your own rhythm is fine. It doesn't have to be just with me. Make it yours. Just remember to breathe. Again, stepping up to the front of the mat. Left 6 foot, right foot. Halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, flat back to come up. Did it this time. Yeah. You can always roll up and put your hands on your waist. All right, into chair. Set your hips low. Notice I'm trying to warm up the body before we stretch our hips. This is my new go-to because of how cold it is outside. We want to make sure our body's warm. So sit into your chair. Take your right arm to the right, and then back to the front. Left arm to the back, and to the front. And repeat. Little bounce. Last set. Love it. Last side. Pause on the front. Release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Pull back, lift up. Stay low. And on your exhale, straighten the legs. Forward fold, letting the shoulders open up. I tend to want to bring my feet a little wider when I do these shoulder stretch. So if you heel toe your feet just slightly open, it will even out the feet underneath the hip sockets, which is a better alignment, I think. Two more breaths. Last breath. Great. Release the hands to the low back. Give it a little pound. Excellent. Inhale, halfway lift. And move through your flow. It doesn't have to have a chaturanga. If you want to skip it, skip it. Go at your own timing through this flow. Excellent. All right. Right hand, left ankle. You can do this also on your knees too. It would be puppy pose with a twist. Absolutely fine. Very similar. We're just twisting the body. Right hand, left ankle. Feels good through the left, underneath the left arm, into the rib cage. Also feeling it more in that left calf and that hamstring. Release the right arm off to the right side, right corner of the mat. Bend the left knee, put all the weight into the right foot. Okay, even just that, and then lift the left toe up. You see that? If you're balanced evenly between that right heel and that left hand, see if you can shoot the left leg straight back. Lift it a little bit higher through the right arm, through the left leg. And if there's enough power, you might even be able to reach for that back foot. If you fall out, no big deal, just go back in. Awesome. And then just rest. Give yourself a moment. In fact, I'm going to do fire toes. So you can sit back on your fire toes, or you can sit back into child's pose. Fire toes feels good to me. A little bit of tucked toes, dropped. Chin to the chest, or reach your hands towards your knees. Shoulders down the back, ribs in. Just hold that for, one round of Kalabate. Inhale, nose, and palm. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Did it. I'm going to count out the feet. Circle out the ankles. Set your hips back. If you hadn't been in child's pose, definitely give it a moment to just settle and soften. I'm going to support my head with double fist. Take another clearing breath. Oh yeah, that child's pose. Think of it as your just pure relaxation through the back. Pure release through the low back. Nice. All right, remember where we are. We're going to go back into down dog and the left hand towards the right ankle. I'm going to turn so you can see me. So that left hand reaches underneath you to the right ankle, peek underneath the right arm. You can always adjust your feet. They can come closer, they can move farther away if you want more intensity. Definitely easier, not needing as much flexibility in the hamstring when your foot is closer. Smiling on the inside. Yeah. All right, release that left arm to the left. Bend the right knee. Settle into the left foot. Get your chest to lift up and look forward, right? And then you can see if this right foot can come off the mat and go straight back. One side's easier than the other. Adjust the placement. So I needed to come a little closer with the left foot towards the front of the mat in order to find that secure ankle. Possibly reach back for the foot above you. This time, when you release that left hand, right foot's free, step it straight up. Gonna bring it to the front and start our lunge, okay? So left knee drops, right foot forward, and just, hands on the inside of the right ankle. You're just stretching out into a nice, low, deep lunge. Some movements. There's the circling of the hips, letting the knee drop to the right. Good, and then engage the back leg by tucking the toe under and straightening out through that back leg. Check in with the right hip crease. You can even touch it. Bring that hand right to the right hip crease and pull that hip crease back. Adjust your feet so that you're stable, and then see if you can come up with the torso. That's it. Good. Hands on the low back. Let the heart lift. Good. And then reach the arms up if it works. And just hover. Inside out with the palms, chin drops down, C curve to the right. Back to center, C curve to the left. Come back to center, and then open to warrior two. So I adjust, moving my right foot over to the left a little bit, settling into that right knee. So my back is to you. Low belly lifts, lower back drops, open that right knee, and vitality through the arms. Just like you're on ice, pushing inner lines towards each other and lift a little taller. Check left glute, absolutely firm. Letting that left leg be very active as well. And then C curve to the left. Left hand to the left knee, right arm high. Legs should be on fire. especially that right quad. And then right elbow to the knee, left arm comes up. Swing the left arm down, bring it to the inside. Maybe you have a block that you need underneath that left hand. Adjust that back heel so the heel goes up. And we're spiraling with the right arm high up to the ceiling. So you're twisting. Very good. Remember, you could use props. Blocks are helpful. And then take it through your flow. Look down. Release. Right hand to the ground. Either down dog, child's pose, high to low push-up. I'm just going to go to down dog. Really good. That feels amazing. Now left side wants to catch up. Left leg forward. Hands on the inside. A little bit of support. We put our knee on the ground. Playtime. You're pushing your hips forward. You're pulling your hips back. You're letting your knee open to the side. Circling that. It's like we do in Thai massage, you know. We manipulate this leg, this hip socket, bringing circulation into that hip. More flexibility. Once you find that satisfaction of movement, take it to that straight leg on the back. Right foot, right knee lifts. What did we do? We brought that left hand to the hip crease to make sure that hip crease pulls back. Find stability through your belly. Push into both feet. And you're going to come up to high lunge. We brought hands to the low back. Belly lifts. Back leg strong. Elbows towards each other, looking up. Yes. Each side is different. Isn't that amazing? Right leg is so powerful and strong that this side seems easier. Go ahead and lift up the arms. Good. Chin comes down. Interlace the fingers. Little C curve side to side. Off to the left. To center. Off to the right. Inside hand out with the palms to press. Press the left palm if you're over to the right. One more time. I'm not sure if we did it twice on the other side, but this side wants to do it a little more. So, woo. Good. Back to center. And then warrior two. Yay, get to face you. Warrior two. Adjust that front foot. I like the heel of the left foot into the middle arch of the right foot. Seems to line up really nicely, and you'll feel more powerful through the inner lines. Remember when I was talking about the ice? Suction in, and then settle. Lower belly lifts, right glutes engaged this time. Spread out the wings. Good. Remember, you have a natural curve in your back. How do you get that natural curve? By tucking that left hip crease back and rolling the right hip crease forward. So your knee should be at an angle, your right foot should be at an angle. You'll feel more curvature in your back. And then see curve to the right. Right hand to the right knee, left arm up. Remember those natural curves. See if you can put your hand to the hollow of your back. Do you have that? And then release, left elbow to the knee. Right arm comes up. Nice exaggerated inner groin on that left side. Keep stacking the shoulders. Spreading out the toes. Inhale to prep. Exhale, swing the right hand to the ground. Immediately that right heel comes up. You see that? Right heel goes straight up to the ceiling. You can adjust it. I move it over to the right slightly. And then turn into that left hip. Wow, this felt amazing. And then shake it out however you want. This time I'm going to move through high to low push-up. You don't have to. Remember child's pose. Remember child's pose. So good. So good. Hopefully your body's feeling as good as mine. Tippy toes. Tippy toe down dog. Inhale. Exhale, heel spiral to the right and just sink into that left foot. Arms are long, pushing into the hands as well. Shake out the head. Inhale, come back to center, tippy toes. Exhale to the other side, sink into the right foot, push into the right hand. Great, come back to center. Drop the heels. Give it a little walk up, out, a walk up. Halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Sit low into chair. Scoop up the arms. And stand. Exhale, hands at your heart. Really nice, really good. You can take a sip of water if you like. A little walkabout. Get your shake out. Get the wiggles out, and then we'll move into triangle when you're ready. We'll go right side, right toes out. Kind of bend into the knees. Shoot the hips back. Again, you're remembering the hip crease, so that right hip crease pulls back. You can use your hand on your shin or a block. Slide right hand down towards the ankle. Left arm up. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I haven't been in triangle for a while. I love it. Classic. That's it. Drop that left shoulder behind you. Your hand behind you. You can look up. You can look down. Just feel the inner lines on the right leg. Triangle pose. One of those kind of puzzles that fit together really nicely with that right hip underneath you. And then that left hip opening, lower belly lifting. Spreading out the toes. Left arm comes up over the ear. And then reverse. Let's do reverse triangle. So left hand comes down. I'm going to use a block today. Change that back heel so the heel goes straight back. Block on the inside. Back foot comes closer to you. Okay, closer to you and over to the left at a 45. You can use the block at a high place first. Left hand on the block. Take the right hand and feel the right hip crease and pull that hip crease back. Okay, suction in the navel, and then your right arm comes up. All of that's actually essential to get the belly to lift and your lower ribs to turn. Twisted triangle. Quite dynamic. Remember the back foot. Push. Good. Look down. Release the right hand down. So you might need blocks to reach the floor. One block on either side of that front foot. I'm going to move my back foot back. I just like that. And you're draping over the front leg. So I'm so flexy on my hamstring that I don't need the blocks. So it's up to you. Find out what works. You can flex that right toe. Bring it up. Nice. And then drop that right foot back down to the mat, but turn now. Turn the ankle towards the mat so your sole of your foot is facing the left. So you're going to have to use blocks if you need support. You're just rotating. It changes the right hip line. Good. Plant that foot back down, hands to the inside of the right foot. You're spiraling to that pasarito, or parallel feet towards each other, parallel feet, and drop the head. Again, this is a beautiful place to support the head. You can put the head on a block and use that. My head actually touches, so I'm just letting my head touch the mat. And then as you, if your head is connected and you feel that grounding, let your shoulders lift up. Again, you can use 3 blocks or a pillow or something if the head's not touching. Slightly bend the knees and then straighten them up. Shoulders up the back, broaden the shoulders. Hold for another 3 breaths. Activate the feet. Feels amazing to me. Hopefully it feels as good to you. Walk the hands forward. Inhale halfway out. I'm heel toeing my feet a little closer. Push into the feet. Reach for your hips. Exhale. Push into the feet again. Inhale to come up. Very systematic. Good. Inhale to come up. Push into the ground. Good. Exhale at the top. Awesome. All right, now we have triangle pose on that left leg. Turn the left toes out. Left hip sinks underneath you. Little bounce to find that space in the low back, because you're not wanting to collapse that lower vertebrae curve. You want that curve. So how are you going to get that? You have to push your femurs back a little bit. Once they're back, then you lift the belly and tuck. Tuck, slide, move, left hip underneath you. Then you can straighten the right leg, find the arch on that right foot, and slide down. A lot to think about, I know, but you want that lower body to have power. That's how you find your mula bandha, your lock, your belly lock. Right arm up. Lower ribs turning, belly turning. Right arm around the back. Not a lot of weight on this left arm. See if you can let this be a little bit lighter. Left fingers. If the neck feels funny looking up, look down. Always a constant flux where you're putting your attention. Right arm can go over the ear. Stay long, stay active. Awesome. Right hand comes to the mat, to a block. Change that back heel. Back heel's stepping up and over to the right. Right hand on a block or a shin or the ground. Left hand comes to the left hip to make sure that left side is pulled back. Good. Now you have this turn. Left arm up. Again, same thing. You don't have to look up. You can look down. Good. Look down. Release that top arm. Change the distance. I like it a little wider, and extend the torso over the front leg. Use your blocks if you need them. Drape over that left quad, left thigh. Find this length through the back of the leg. You can try flexing the heel upward. Dropping that foot and then turning the ankle towards the earth. Sole of the foot lifts towards the right side of the mat. And then pull. You have to sort of pull the energy up the ankle to the calf, IT band, all the way up. Oh, felt so good. Okay, let that foot come down, come back to the middle. This time, take your feet a little closer, use the elbows and open your inner thighs like a book. That's it, yeah. Find that opening of your inner thighs. I love it. Yeah, in fact, I think we will. We'll do the Montana pose, one of my favorite poses, as soon as we finish this strength and length. So either keep the elbows right where they are and drop one shoulder, look up, or that shoulder that you drop, the hand could go onto the inner knee and your arm can go straight. I like this version. It's a little more intense and feels amazing through that left hip socket. Shoot the hips back, turn. Good, come back to center, inhale, and switch. Really good. Come back to center. Give yourself a break. Straighten out the legs. Awesome. My word today is awesome. Awesome sauce. Come over to one side, left calf, and just pull your hands around that left calf so your whole right rib cage stretches out. Lots of hamstrings today. Come back to center, give it a little bend in the knees, and then a push to straighten out the legs. Good, now come to the other side. Possibly grab the calves and pull forehead towards the shins. Good, come back to center, and then as promised, that Montana pose. And since I have my wall here, I'm going to take advantage of my wall. You don't have to, but I'll show you. If you do use your wall, you can turn your mat so that your knees have some support. Make sure your knees are on your mat, and you're going to open up. Open up your legs. You guys are laughing. You're like, what is she doing? We're doing Montana pose. I have a great story behind this posture. One of my private clients said, I'm going to a dude ranch. I'm going to ride horses. And I said, okay, I got a perfect posture for you. Let's open the inner groin. So that's it. So feet are flexed. You don't have to have the wall, just the form. Flexed feet. Knee, calf right off the knee on both sides. You can adjust, use your fingers to sort of open that up a little bit. Elbows, I should have some padding underneath my elbows, but I don't. When you're just holding, shoot the hips back, lift through the belly, and use the elbows to bring your torso forward. Try to surrender into that inner groin. Such a great prep, too, for the next posture. The next posture is tree pose. Or half lotus, standing half lotus. I think I'm going to try that one. So you'll have those options in just a second. See if you can hang on to this for another 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Best way to come out. You want to bring your elbows underneath you so you have some support. Bring the toes in, round the back, just sort of like a cat. And then try to bring your knees in slowly, okay? The way you come out of a posture is super important. So go slow. See how slow I'm going? A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Oh, and then I feel emotional, like, whoo, let it out. Whoo, there's stuff that wants to leave, and you just let it happen. Okay, step up, one foot. Step up the other foot. Golly, I feel like I want to cry. Hello. Just walk about, maybe grab it. This is definitely my water break. So water break before standing on one leg. So I totally understand if you have to go, because I just looked at the time. It's 10:34. So the plan, though, standing, and then we'll go to bridge, and then we'll close up. So not much left, but standing tree pose. Hello. Take that right foot, inside edge. That would be tree. Or we just open that inner groin, and you might want to bring it to half lotus. So I'm going to practice half lotus, holding that foot and letting that knee drop. Noticing the rotation down. Right hand, if you're in half lotus, your right hand comes around your back and just stand. Excellent for me at the moment. The heart lift. Sheesh, come on out. So I just have to share with you, there is a sort of competition between strength and flexibility. So I've been strengthening through the bar class. So that half lotus just now felt very, very tight because I had strengthened and did my legs workout on Thursday. So it makes for very strong, tight muscles. So that's why it's good to cross train, just to let you know. Not to always do yoga, but to strengthen and lengthen. All right, left side. We'll see how the left side goes. Yeah. And then half lotus. Can rotate, bend that right knee a little bit, hook the heel to the hip crease. Hold the foot with the hand. Gently sit tall, and then let the knee drop down. Opposite arm comes around your back. Smiling on the inside. Love you guys. Wow. Thanks for sticking with it. It takes focus to hang out for more than an hour. Hopefully you're in the zone, using your breath, keeping your eyes, your drishti, quiet and still. Gently release. All right, however you want to get to the ground, no rules. We're going to lay on our back. I just like the flow. So used to my Vinyasa flow. Gives me a moment for up dog, which is one of those dessert postures. Down dog to stretch out the back. Last down dog. And then easy peasy. Dropping your knees down, swiveling, roll to your back, hug the knees to the chest. Circle out the knees. So active bridge. I'm going to do active bridge, but if you've had enough and you need some more support, you need to support your body more, slide a block underneath your hips and just hang out in supported bridge. If you're with me and you want to do active, bring your heels close to your hips, gently roll, start rolling from the lower vertebrae, middle, upper, and hook into supporting yourself with your thighs and pushing your glutes up. Just hold. Good. Next breath. Exhale, upper body releases, middle, lower. Drop it down. Take your fingertips, reach them towards your knees. Mini crunch. Slowly roll back down. Arms up above you. Drop the knees to the right. Back to center and to the left. One more like that. Knees up. Knees to the right. Come back to center. And knees to the left. Good. Any last posture that you need? Maybe there's a happy baby, a wide V. That's what I want to do. A twist. Supine twist. Excellent too. I'm taking advantage of the inner groin theme that we had going and creating this nice V, wide V with the legs. If you're in that V, release your feet, bend your knees, bring the knees together, and rest. All right. How do you set up for your Shavasana? I like hamstrings supported with my blocks, so I put them right by my sit bones and let my legs rest. Interlace the hands right behind the head once you're set up to lengthen through the neck. These all are little tricks for my body. You may have different ones for yours. Palms up, feet turned out. Let go of the ocean sound. Go sweet, quiet, invisible breath. And you're more than welcome just to stay as long as you like. When you do decide to move, Go slowly. Fingertips. Head. Toes. Deep sigh. One leg at a time. You can even just grab that right knee and bring it to the right shoulder. And then switch, straighten that leg and bring that other leg up. Bring that knee to the shoulder. And then the right knee comes back up and rock just gently side to side. That's it. And rolling to whichever side feels good to roll towards. Finding the support into the hands. Coming up to a meditative posture. Letting the spine be nice and upright. Hands at your heart. Namaste. Wow. Feeling amazing. So glad I get to do this. And I still love it after all these years. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Yay.